Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome back. I thought I'd just sneak in a little bit more entertaining clip called It's Not About a Nail. Please find a link in the description and just have a quick watch. It's 1.5 minutes, something like that, and it really shows nicely the differences between how men and women deal with a situation and different reasons why men and women talk. It's short, it's snappy, it's funny, and hope just pause that video, take the clip, have a look, and then come back. Okay? I hope you watched it all. And yeah, let's just very briefly look into that clip. I think it's a real funny clip. Not, kind of, oh, look at that stupid woman, oh, she has a nail in the head and, just doesn't take it out or so. No, not that, not that, that's, that attitude doesn't belong here into this discussion. No, why it's funny is because it really shows almost everyday situation in a relationship, right? When men talk to each other about a problem, they hope the other man can help solving the problem. Oftentimes we don't even talk about it because our false pride doesn't allow it. But if we talk about something, we want to have a solution. That's the reason why men talk. However, ladies have different needs. They need to compute it, reconnecting the wires, so it's still connected to the nothing box, basically, right? So we see that guy perfectly identifying the problem. There's a nail in your head. Obviously, that's the nail is symbolic for something. Like the wife tells about work, tells about issues with a friend, talks about something with children, say work situation, that the boss or some colleague always, it comes up every week at least once, or every day almost, that this colleague, that colleague, and then the man just thinks, especially, let's take the situation, the man doesn't get the nothing box, right? So he's wanting time for himself to just switch off to function. And there comes every day the situation, or every week the situation, where the wife talks to him about the issues with the same person. So obviously, what does the man do? He wants to have nothing box time, wants to switch off, and then there is that issue with that one person. So what's the solution? Well, don't deal with that person. Well, that's the solution. Just if there's always an issue, don't deal with it. It makes it clear, right? It's like a no-brainer for a man. But then that's not the reason why the lady talks about it with him. She wants to know how to, how she feels about it and so on, and she'll figure it out what to do anyway. So the reason for her to talk with him about it is not that he looks at the situation and tells her what the problem is and tries to fix it, as we see in the video, right? It's not about the nail. And what I find really interesting, and it really expresses how men feel, is the way he processes it in the video. When he says, well, that sounds really hard, right? Like the whole expression is like, it just doesn't make sense. Take that nail out. Right? That's his approach. Just fix it, and you don't have those issues anymore. Don't see that person. Find another job. This, that. That's how the men approach things. It's not about how we feel, because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help us feel better if we talk about things. And I thought I'd just chuck that in as a very quick one. I think it's quite entertaining. It shows so well the differences of our needs, and both needs are legitimate. We both deal with our issues our own way, and both ways are legitimate. It's how we are wired, how our brains work, how our false ego works, and so on. So it's all legitimate. But because if we don't understand each other's needs, then obviously it's prone to just turn into chaos, turn into big arguments, and it doesn't help anyone. And then and so much unnecessary energy is wasted in things which are just unnecessary. We could do so much better. We could use our energy so much better in our personal lives, for our relationships, to move forward, to deepen our relationships, or to engage, to use that energy to engage in devotional service activities, building our communities, worship, preaching, outreach. So much energy could be used, and it's simply wasted in situations where we just don't understand each other. That's the only reason. It's our ignorance and our needs. And that video presents that quite in a humorous way. And I hope it's not misunderstood. If there's any questions or concern, please let me know, because I don't want to give the wrong impression here. And then now we're gonna actually move towards the hero and trampling upon a snake. Understanding the false ego better, how it manifests in a male body. I hope you join me again. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.